Hi, it's Monday, June 3rd, 2024. I just got back from Las Vegas and the town has just gone to shit, man. There used to be all these opportunities to do okay out there, but it's all dried up. It's really sick. The poker games are terrible. Uh, it's just like the piranhas eating each other. And I don't see much more use to me playing right now. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. And that's not just Vegas, that's here. Because there's a bunch of Vegas pros have ended up down here. I think they're trying to feed wherever they can, and there's no more food in Vegas. So they're feasting on some of the rates down here. And Vegas guys are tough, man. So they're the toughest guys. So I'm going to lay low for a little bit and I'm going to work on my books. I just think it's a better use of my time. And I'm going to try my intention. And I know I've set intentions on this channel before and I failed to follow through with them. But right now my intention is to take a hiatus and focus on my books. I think if that becomes my primary focus, that I'll get them done. And that should be rationally, that it just makes more sense. I should work towards freedom because once we have freedom, well, there'll be a lot more economic opportunities. Right now, what is in demand is a solution for this societal stuff. And if I can just get the words right, maybe I can help. So I also wanted to say, if you are up to speed economically and you understand we're facing a collapse and you've positioned yourself, you own gold, you own other uh, assets that you expect to retain value when the bond market and dollar collapse, you should think about, well, you live in a physical world and there's all this stuff, right? There's this house across the street, there's this street, there's this house, there's that car, there's that hotel, that apartment complex, that factory, that piece of equipment. There's all this physical stuff everywhere. There's that person's jewelry, that person's watch. There's all this stuff that people are going to be selling for real cheap because there's only going to be so many people who have capital, meaning gold and silver, to buy stuff with. So, um, yeah, people are going to need to eat, and so they're going to need to sell uh, whatever stuff they got, and they're going to be willing to sell what they got um, for gold because gold and silver is real and it has real value and has recognized value, and thus it will be exchangeable for food, which is what they really need. Because you can say, like I said in my last video, that you can't eat gold, but when the potato farmer has a crop that's sitting there and it's going to go bad and he needs to sell it, but there's no currency anymore, and a guy shows up with a freaking silver bar, well, give me the silver bar because I know it's got value. Give me that gold coin because I know it's got value. And if my crop gets rotten, now it has no value. So it's money, it's good money, and it's going to be monetized because people are going to need a medium of exchange. So people have all this stuff right now, but they're going to lose a lot of what they got. They're going to lose a lot of their jobs. They're going to lose their pensions. They're going to lose their Social Security. They're going to lose their bond portfolios. A lot of these stocks are going to become worthless. And a lot of stocks are going to go on sale too. And some stocks, they're going to have real value. And it's going to be real cheap to buy those stocks in terms of gold. And so that's going to be something you might want to consider buying. There's companies, there's buildings, there's people's labor, everything. People are going to be selling what they got. And the hungrier people get, the cheaper those prices are going to get. The more desperate people get, the longer it goes until we get economic freedom. The cheaper stuff's going to get. And even after we get economic freedom, stuff might still keep getting cheaper for a while until we've had freedom long enough for things to restructure enough, for actual production to increase enough, for survival to continue. So lean times are ahead, and the longer it goes until we get freedom, the leaner those times are going to get, and the cheaper everything's going to get for those people who have real money. So if you got some, congratulations. Do what you can to hold on to it. Continue to earn what you can, save what you can, and reduce your costs where you can. In life, we make our decisions, we take our gambles, we make our decisions, and there's different things that have value. Leisure has value. Sometimes it's worth it to pay for things that are nice to have, but you need to really weigh it and make sure you're investing in things that really are going to make a difference in your life, and not wasting and squandering money for silly reasons. Apparently, a lot of people buy stuff to try to impress other people, and I mean, if you're going to do that, you should buy something that impresses you, with the assumption that if they understood why it impressed you, then they would be impressed. Because then all you got to do is talk to them. So, man, I met some cool people in Vegas. Gave away a couple business cards, but until I got those books in hand, I don't think that town's juice is worth the squeeze. Have a good evening.